Illustrate the positions of the following complex numbers on an Argand diagram. So we have z1 equals 3, z2 equals 4 plus 3i, z3 equals 5i, z4 minus 4 plus 2i, z5 is minus 3 minus i, and z6 is minus 2i. So an Argand diagram, just a complex plane where the x-axis is the real axis, so that's the real part of the complex number, and the y-axis is the imaginary axis, so that's the I part. Right, so we're going to need some x's to begin. So that can be our imaginary axis, and we draw the real axis, and we can put the real axis along here. We should label those, so you might call it IM or just I. So over here, this is the real axis, and the y-axis is the imaginary. And as I was saying, you could sort of call it RE and IM or something like that, but real and imaginary. Complex numbers are plotted as vectors, so it's plotted as a position vector, e.g. it starts from the origin, 0, 0, and you just find the point and you draw it as an arrow. So for Z1, it's 3, so that's purely real, so it needs to go to the point 3, 0, so it has a real component of 3 and an imaginary component of 0. That is Z1. Z2, 4 plus 3i. So the real part is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 3i. So it goes 3 up. So you're going to go to the point 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3. So go to there. So 4 along and 3 up. And the tip of the arrow should be pointing at 4, 3. So that is Z2. Z3's 5i, so that is purely imaginary. So that just needs to go 5 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the imaginary axis. Z3. Z4, minus 4 plus 2i. So the real part is minus 4. So we start from the origin, minus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 2i, so we go 2 up on the imaginary axis, like so. Z4, Z5, minus 3 minus i, so both parts are negative, it needs to be in that third quadrant. Minus 4 minus 2i, so 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, and 2 there. Z5. And finally, Z6 minus 2i. So that is purely imaginary. It needs to be minus 2 on the imaginary axis. So that goes down here. Z6. I've just scaled everything 1, 1, but I suppose technically I should really have said where those points were. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might just put some labels on. So that would be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that can be 5 up there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So minus 5 and minus 3. Minus 3 is down here. Minus 3. Okay, so just representing the numbers on the Argand diagram, very simple. Just remember the x-axis is the real part, the y-axis is the imaginary part.